And welcome back to What If. The What If that I am late on, but I am recording this. I'll probably upload it still on Sunday. I'm recording this on Saturday, so I'll just basically have a double What If out on Sunday. And it is, again, I think we're going to be able to end it out now on number 4, but what if Radditz took Gohan? What if he had taken Gohan when he initially came to Earth? So last time we left off is the Universe 6 arc had been completed. Goku and the gang had won their reward, and Beerus basically brought back Universe 6. There we go. Dominoes outside. Universe 6's Earth and just mock his brother and everything like that. So we now go into the Goku Black arc. Now that's going to start out pretty much the same. Trunks, is attacked by Goku Black. And, he winds up, in the future. Or winds up in the past, sees Goku, attacks him, I think just out of, reactionary purposes. And then say, wait, Goku? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, it's me. And then what's going on? So he explains the scenario. Now, they'll have that spar with each other. Goku won't show off Super Saiyan 3. He'll probably show off like Super Saiyan God. I think that's almost a guarantee he'll show that off. But he won't show off Super Saiyan 3 because he doesn't have Super Saiyan 3. Likewise, Gohan also has Super Saiyan God at this point. So we get to the point where Goku Black and Goku are squaring off, and Goku goes Super Saiyan 2. That fight goes about the same. Goku and Trunks will go to the future. I don't know. See, I don't think Gohan initially would. Gohan is pretty much the only other real powerful fighter on the Z Warriors right now, because Vegeta's dead in this timeline. So it's hard for me to really say whether or not him, or I can imagine 17. He'd ask Piccolo and 17 to hold down the fort. Then maybe Gohan would go with him. I think that's possible, but Gohan would be apprehensive to go with him. But at the same time, with his relationship with Trunks and everything like that, or Trunks' relationship with future Gohan anyway, makes sense he would go to the future. So yeah, Gohan and Goku would. They see Black there, and Black shows up in Super Saiyan Rose. And Gohan, goes Super Saiyan God, but he can't go toe-to-toe with him. Goku also goes Super Saiyan Blue. He's able to hold his own a lot better against Super Saiyan, against Goku Black than, say, Gohan was. But ultimately, it goes about the same, where Goku, Trunks, and Gohan had to retreat. Zamasu shows up, that whole explanation goes down, yada, yada, yada. And then there's a whole issue of Goku meeting Zamasu, and that whole debacle goes down. So, we have to cut to where Goku and Gohan learn where Goku learns the Mafuba. Gohan, I think, trains because he feels he's just weak, and he goes in the hyperbolic time chamber. Unlike Vegeta, he doesn't blow the handles off it because he's just not that strong yet. But I think he does hit Super Saiyan Blue while he's in there. So next they show up, and Goku Black basically comes in, and Zamasu and him are fighting Goku and Gohan. Gohan showing up Super Saiyan Blue, which the fact that he can do blue now takes Black by surprise, and he's able to overpower Black to some degree. Sadly, he doesn't kill him. I don't think that's the case. You need to get your antler. Hold on a second here. Sorry, she's there it is. There it is. I got your antler. And sorry, blanket on the couch. So. Yes, Goku Black does get overpowered by Gohan for a little bit, but Gohan's still new to this power when you really break it down. So Goku Black does eventually overtake him. Goku has that rage out moment against Zamasu and Goku Black, and just and then basically beats the crap out of them for a little bit, but ultimately again gets overpowered and they have to go back. So basically we'll go back. We cut to the third round. The final round, basically, where it pretty much goes the same with Goku Vegeta, like it did with Goku Vegeta and Gohan, but Goku doesn't have Kaioken, so he doesn't have those moments where he really overpowers Zamasu with the Kaioken. But it does ultimately go the same, where we even go with Goku and Gohan fusing with the Platara earrings. Oh God, what was the name of the Supreme Kai of the 10th? Gawasu. Gawasu shows up, or Shin shows up. One of them they both show up, and then one of them offers their Patara earrings to them, and they fuse and they create oh crap, would it be Gokan or Gohu. I like Gohan better. So Gohan is born, and let's say he's wearing Piccolo's. I've always liked Gohan better with Piccolo's outfit, Piccolo's gi than Goku's gi from a design. It's just a very simplistic gi. That's all it is. So let's say that's the wardrobe they have. So Gokan, as he's called, his fused form would look something akin to, I'd imagine, Piccolo's gi, but blue. Actually, no, purple undershirt with maybe Goku's blue gi. No, that wouldn't work. You know what? I'd imagine maybe it'd be like Piccolo's gi with like Goku's blue weighted training vest or training shirt. And wristbands, things along those lines, and they pretty much look like Goku or Gohan because those two look very similar to each other with some minor facial differences. And I mean, again, this is Gohan Blue, and then that fight goes down, and you'd get a pretty sweet fight. It would not be, I think, as strong as the union between Goku and Vegeta for Vegito, but it would still be immensely powerful. And because they probably wouldn't be as strong, they might hold it for a little bit longer because their power just wouldn't be as massive to just drain the power of the Potara. But again, it ultimately would still end the same. They would do their best. They'd get some really good licks in, but it would ultimately end the same with their fusion running out. Trunks, ends up stabbing them, cutting them in half. Zenos come, erase everything, and then he pretty much that's basically the way it would end. More or less, more than anything, that's how it probably would end. So then you would cut to the Universe 6, or the Universal Survival Arc. Now, again, you'd probably have Goku, Gohan. Now the question is, who would you have who would you have as that third member? Because Boo's dead in this. Boo was killed long ago. There is no Boo in this. I don't know, man. I bet you could convince Piccolo to join along. So you would have Piccolo join along. So you would have, I would say, Piccolo and Basil probably are the first ones. Oh no, it was Lavin. No, yeah, it's Basil. Basil was the first one. Would probably start off the fight, and it would probably be a very, I wouldn't say one-sided fight. I'm pretty sure Piccolo is overall stronger than Basil when you break it down. But that said, he's also the better fighter, I'd imagine. But that said, Basil would still be immensely tough. He'd be a lot of kicks, which Piccolo just. Then he does multiform, which at least initially he's like he can duplicate himself. Yeah, let's see, try this on for size. And then Basil's like, wait, these guys are all illusions. Then he just starts bum rushing through all these illusions, but Piccolo's like, special beam cannon, and then instead I'd imagine he kind of swipes it as he fires to kind of do like a large blast. Basil tries to basically kick it out of the way, but how powerful it is. The special beam cannon gets stronger the longer you charge it. So with how long Piccolo is doing it, it's kind of one of those things that kicks it, and it's like, it's hitting his knee, and then Piccolo just rushes in again and just boom, smacks him straight, clocks him right in the jaw. Just and then the blast pretty much overpowers him. He's like, ah! And the fight would probably continue. Basil would, they would cheat and get the pump up, and that's probably when they'd actually win against Piccolo. But it'd only be barely, and then Basil craps out. Then you'd have the Gohan versus Lavender fight, which would probably go about the same, except Gohan also has Super Saiyan God forms added on to him, which would cause that poison to affect him even more. But the moment he goes into his God forms, even though the poison is quickening, he pretty much... What are you doing in there, Pup? Puppy? What are you doing? What were you doing? Yeah, grr. What were you doing? I could hear you messing around in there. Rrr. Now I'm multitasking. I'm making her nod her head too. Yes, I'm multitasking now because I have to, because you're a little troublemaker. Yeah, that's why I don't think I don't know you're a little troublemaker. So what was it? Because Gohan has Super Saiyan God Ki, or God Ki as it is, while the poison is quickened, it's accelerated. He still, once he goes into God, if he feels he has to, he quickly just ends Lavender, just kind of, and then done. Then the Goku Bergamo fight goes about the same, I'd imagine. Minus the fact, again, he does not know Kaioken. So you know what? Truth be told, now that I bring that up, the fact that he doesn't, and I don't usually bring this up, now I think about it, because I go mostly with the anime version of it, because I think the anime just handled this first. I think most people agree. The anime, for the problems the anime has, and I won't stick my head in the sand. The anime had problems, but I overall enjoyed it very much. The universe survival arc, while it had problems, was handled far more competently than was in the manga. But in the manga, Goku doesn't do Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. He does a perfected Super Saiyan Blue. I think you might see Goku go that route in this scenario, where he tries the perfected version of Super Saiyan Blue, where the key's all kept inside him. It's not leaking out at all. So I think that might be something you would see. And he shows that off maybe initially, or close to it. Or maybe he saves that for the tournament. Who knows? If he saves the tournament, that's fine. But anyway, yeah, he does beat Bergamo. I think that still goes down. The Topo fight still happens about the same, though, minus the instant transmission and all that. Though I think, did I make the comment that Goku... Yeah, no, yeah, they did teach Goku their instantaneous movement. I remember that now. So yeah, he does have that, so he can still do the Warp Kamehameha and all that goodness. Then you get to the actual recruiting process for the tournament, a power arc. Obviously you have Goku, Gohan, that's obvious. Piccolo, that's another obvious choice. Krillin, going to be an obvious choice. 17, 18, 16's around, and Bulma's giving them upgrades, and basically it's easy to explain it. Yeah, 17, if you don't help us, or 16, we could really need help, because if we lose, the entire universe will be erased, including all the birds. All the birds? Very well. We shall defeat them all. And then Roshi and Tien, which means no Frieza. Don't need Frieza. And besides that, you got a pretty solid team. I wouldn't say it's a team that's as strong as it is in the anime, but it's still a pretty good team. And plus, now they have all that time. All the recruits, they now have some time to continue training as much as they can, which Goku would do the perfect Super Saiyan Blue. Gohan and Piccolo would be training pretty hard. Gohan also would be working on his Super Saiyan Blue as well. So, cut to the tournament power. How's that breakdown? Well, Goku would be taking on Universe 9 mostly by himself, because and single-handedly beating a lot of these guys. Gohan would probably aid in when he could. Helps take down Universe 9. Then Goku... I'm trying to remember who Goku actually tried fighting. Oh yeah, he had that moment with the Universe 4 guy, but he took care of that, no problem. I'm trying to think. What were some of the big fights Goku was a part of? I'm going episode to episode in my head here. They took out Universe 9. Universe 10 was kind of just getting whittled down. He definitely had the moment with Caulifla and Kale. Yeah, I mean, I could see that being another thing. Obviously, he wouldn't have the Kaioken to show off or anything like that, but still. And I imagine that whole Kale doing the Broly walking through the Kamehameha thing, that'd be about the same. I'd go about pretty much verbatim. So, I'm trying to think of some of the other niche things that might have. Like, I imagine Gohan would probably take out the Universe 10 guy, Gil or something like that. He was like the only really cool one of the Universe 10. The one with the actual family who could like change the signature of his energy where it was. So you wouldn't see much change up until we get to like the part where Vegeta was being the main center of some things. That's where I think Gohan takes the reins to shine a bit. Where most of Vegeta's fights took place, it would be Gohan. So Gohan was the one fighting Topo more than anything else. Gohan would also be aiding his dad in tag teaming Jiru when the time came. And their teamwork probably would be a lot better than Vegeta and Goku's was. Honestly, really, what was throwing Jiren off wasn't their teamwork, it was more their lack of teamwork, which formed teamwork. Then there's the question, because there's two big differences here. There is no I did do this whole thing right? It was Goku, Gohan, Piccolo, 17 and 18, Krillin, Tien, 16, Roshi. Oh shit, no, I did miss one. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I guess Frieza would be brought back. My apologies. So yeah, Frieza would be doing his thing the whole time. But the big question would be is that what not value, what difference or significant difference, if any, would 16 being there make? Well, I think what you would definitely get is like a triad combination, like a trio combo of teamwork between 16, 17, 18 because they've known each other for so long. They've worked together for so long. So you would be seeing a lot of cool kind of combos. 16, kind of like what they did against Perfect Cell. 16, 16, what do you know, is like 17 is like, got him! Boom, blast his arms there, knock people out. So I think you might see a couple of universes get knocked out quicker than normal. For instance, I think you might see Universe 2 get knocked out a little quicker, and you might see Universe 4 get knocked out a little quicker. I imagine, or Universe 3. In fact, Universe 3 I think might be a big one that gets knocked out quicker before you even see Annie Raza, because I actually see 16, 17, 18, because they're the machines, if you will, of Universe 7, going up against the machines in Universe 3, and, them being targeted by Universe 3 because of that. And I can see them knocking out, like, Bororetta. I can see, like, 16, when Bororetta comes along, swinging his bolos, 16 just, boom, and then just throws him in the air, and then blasts him right out of the ring. So now their full-on combo is completely, is completely messed up and just destroyed. So it's it was definitely it's definitely one of those things that I think you see a lot of cool stuff between the three. But long term, how does it go down? Well, Goku shows up Super Saiyan Blue, goes toe to toe with Jiren. How does that stack up to Goku Kaioken? I'd say Goku Kaioken was actually stronger. So Goku it'd probably go about the same ultimately, but he still does the best he can. He'd still get Ultra Instinct and all that, and that shows up. And excuse me. You still get Ultra Instinct, and that happens, and that shows up. You would still get the Kale Caulifla. Sorry, no, yeah, Caulifla, Kale. What am I missing here? Kefla. Ugh. The Kefla fight that would still happen. I'm trying to think who would in the order of Team Universe 7 being knocked out. We know Krillin got knocked out first, and I think that still happens. Tien was second. That still happens as normal. Roshi still happens as normal. After that, I believe it was Piccolo who was the next one out. I have some tribulations about, because if they're able to, no, actually I take that back. If it's if I'm trying to figure out how to explain this as well as I can. If that's where I was trying. That was where I was trying to go, because I was like stopping on the word. Even if they knock out a couple extra Universe 4 fighters, what was it? Demon? What was that? Was that the name of the little bug? I still see that scenario going down as normal, because no one knew where he was. Or Damon, that was it. So that's the go. So Piccolo would probably still get knocked out, unfortunately. Next, and then, but 16, 17, I mean, the big ones would still be there up until, I think, and then we lose Annie Raza. So really, I think you would still get Universe 2 versus them and Universe 6. And I think that's when 16 sacrifices himself to take out one of the universes. Let's say it goes to Universe 6, I think, in this case. No, actually, no, they knocked out them out before him. But let's say, 16 goes actually before Piccolo, then Piccolo. And then you got basically the lineup, but it's Gohan replacing Vegeta. So, that's where you have that. But there's no Annie Raza in here, so 18 sticks around longer. So that leads to the ultimate clash between Universe 7 and Universe 11. And It'd probably be Gohan and Goku versus Jiren. It would probably be I'm trying to think here. It would probably be 16 and 17 versus Topo, and then the Frieza Dispo thing goes down the way it kind of does. Dispo had the speed to keep up and mess around with Frieza, but he didn't have the power. It was fully said he did not have the power level to do so. Or he just didn't have the power. He wasn't physically or power level wise super impressive compared to Frieza. I think Frieza ultimately would win that fight too. It would just Dispo would probably tire himself out before he tired Frieza out. And then 17-18 teamwork would be enough to put, and just infinite energy would be enough to take out or go toe to toe with Topo. But then Topo goes Super Saiyan or goes God of Destruction, and they're immediately on the back burner. Where I think 18 probably does the sacrifice play to keep 17 in there. And then it's again Frieza versus 17, and they have to trade off. Where 17, I think, goes to help Goku against Jiren. Gohan goes in to go up against Topo. And I think Gohan does fully overpower him by just, using his Divine Key at full blast against Topo and knocking him out of the ring, but it tires him out pretty damn quickly, or pretty heavily. So, eventually, ultimately, it goes about the same as it did in the previous one. 17 Frieza and Goku going up against Topo, Jiren, and that all plays out pretty much the same as it did last time. So until we get a new Dragon Ball Super arc, that's where we're gonna leave it, or Dragon Ball Z's Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, which again, I was talking to my buddy a few days ago, or about a week ago, about it. He brought it up and said, "Oh yeah, if that's coming to theaters, you bet your ass I'm gonna be there. That looks fucking awesome." So anyway, yeah, I would say, that's where we're gonna leave that off. They win. 17 makes the wish. Goes about the same. But it's interesting to see where things would change up. I am definitely one of those people who really do like 16. So it would have been nice to see him survive. But what are you gonna do? But that's where we're gonna end this What If. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review at some point. Ideas for who to win, Star Wars, Superhero Magic, What If, anything to do on the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. There will be, technically this is up on Sunday, so there'll be the other What If later today, the Broly What If, and you'll have box office report later today. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.